So look, we are standing at the edge of a revolution. The way we work, the way we live, and the ways we make money are changing faster than ever before due to artificial intelligence or AI. Experts are calling this the AI gold rush, and there are people in their teens and 20s making as much as a doctor every single month without any prior experience. More on that in just a minute. If you clicked on this video, it's because you want to change your life, and it's because you want freedom. Freedom from the 9-to-5 grind, school, feeling stuck, and the best way to do that is by learning a high-value skill and building a monthly cash-flowing business around it. There are plenty of ways to do this, which I'm going to show you later in this video, all tailored to different kinds of entrepreneurs, and they all lead to the same goals. And these 3 goals, we need this business model to achieve. Number 1 is financial freedom. This is the power to live without money worries, covering your bills and beyond. Number 2 is location freedom, the ability to work from anywhere, whether it's the beach, a city, or your hometown. And then lastly is time freedom, the choice to spend your days how you want with the people and passions that matter most to you. So pay attention, because I'm about to show you how to tap into this AI gold rush and to start an online business with virtually no startup capital and get paychecks like these all within the span of a few weeks, and achieve all 3 of those goals I just mentioned to you. Now, I want to be real with you. These results don't come from just watching videos or scrolling content. You've got to take action. If you're proactive and stay consistent, this can absolutely work for you too. I've spent years building this, documenting every step here on this channel, and what I've learned can save you time and help you avoid the mistakes that I made early on. And not to mention, I had to take 3 years and drop everything I was doing in my life and focus solely on what I'm about to show you in this video. So while I cannot guarantee that you will get the results like the ones I've gotten, I can 100% guarantee that what you're about to see are the results from other regular average people who are using a simple beginner-friendly business model. Take Peter, for example, who closed a $14,000 deal and is making over $127,000 per month profit without any prior business experience as an 18-year-old. Or take Brian, for example, who 6 months ago wasn't making a dime from his business all the way up to now making over $15,000 just within 6 months. Or Rocco, who is a 15-year-old who makes over $4,000 per month while still being a freshman in high school. In case we haven't met yet, my name is Carson, and if you're looking for the best business model to start as a beginner in 2025, without having to spend years of working 10+ hour days just to get a decent income, and without having to sell thousands of units of a product just to cover costs, and without having to invest your hard-earned money in some risky opportunity that may end up costing you all of your savings, then this short video is just for you. I'm going to be showing you the 4-step plug-and-play business model that teens and 20-year-olds all over the world are using to get paid as much as doctors, and I'm going to deliver all of that to you in just the next 20 to 30 minutes. And if you don't have 20 minutes to invest in your financial future, well, I guess this business model wouldn't be a good fit for you anyways. But if you stay here and watch this video until the end, I'm going to send you a gift, a plug-and-play framework specifically solving the 4th step, which is the one people usually struggle with the most, and what made me waste so many years trying to figure out all by myself. So you don't have to and can skip the hard part and get the results straight away. And that plug and play includes live examples of me doing it myself. So grab a notebook, pen, and paper to take notes, and let's get started. I'm not some random guy who popped up out of nowhere with a rented Lamborghini in Miami or Dubai and started making YouTube videos. I like to think I'm frugal in some ways, and I still live with my parents. For the last few years, I have been documenting and building a 7-figure AI business from the ground up. I have failed, pivoted, and cracked the code on what works. And this is my YouTube channel that I have shared my journey with over 20,000 subscribers and hundreds of thousands of viewers, and who knows how many subscribers and viewers I'm gonna have by the time you're watching this now. And the wild part is, I'm no different than you watching. I started a challenge from absolute zero, no leads, no momentum, and just a blank slate brand new business. And in 7 days, I closed $11,000 in deals, and every step of that challenge is fully documented right here on my YouTube channel. I'm showing you a system that I use every single day. And here's why now is the perfect time. AI is about to take over the world.
And Microsoft says it plans to lay off thousands of employees.
Google parent firm Alphabet is to cut about 12,000 jobs.
Owner of Facebook is trimming 5% of its workforce.
In the United States, 1.9 million jobs were lost directly due to AI adoption.
Your local gym, and even global corporations. Businesses are desperate to use AI. Cut costs, boost profits. They're spending billions, but there just aren't enough people to help them with it. That's where you come in. You're gonna be a middleman for these businesses that need this tech and bridge the gap for them and make a pretty penny in the process. But before we dive in, I want you to think about something. There are two types of people right now as AI takes over. Number one, there's consumers who keep watching, scrolling, and waiting, letting the world change around them without ever taking control. And two, there's creators who uses AI to build income, freedom, and leverage, and who learn the skills, take the steps, and create the life they actually want. As you watch this video, ask yourself, which one are you becoming? And I've been there, feeling stuck, wondering if I was doing enough for the people I care about, and imagining what life could look like with just more control. I was a consumer, and that's what drove me to do this work and do what I do today. I've seen this model transform lives, like Peter, Rocco, Brian, and many others. If they can do it, so can you. So here's the truth. Most people fail at online business because they pick the wrong model and have wrong expectations going into it. They waste time and money on things that sound good but aren't built for beginners, putting them at an instant disadvantage. A lot of people are exploring AI right now. Courses, SaaS, drop servicing, etc. But which model actually gives you the best shot at $10,000 a month without all that guesswork? I'll break it down and show you why this might be the simplest and fastest path to real profit. So let's break it down. This kind of business model needs to be built on these three pillars that gives you the best shot at consistent scalable income. Number one, it needs to be beginner friendly, so you don't need previous business experience. Number two, it needs to be in an exploding industry, a model that most businesses are desperate for, and there just aren't enough people to deliver on it. And lastly, it needs to give you an unfair advantage by still being early. So let's evaluate different business models and see which one checks all the previous conditions. So I have a chart right here that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to break down each business model and base it off 6 different metrics. Number one is unitary gain. Okay, so this is the amount you're going to make for the product you're selling on average. Number two is the startup cost, so the capital and cash needed to actually start this business model and have a good chance of being successful at it. Number three is the profit margins. Okay, so this is what you're making as in personal profits on average percentage-wise on every single item or product that you sell. Number four is the demand. So what is the demand currently in the industry right now, as especially as AI is taking over? Number five is the fulfillment. So on the product or service you're delivering on, how easy is it to fulfill on it? And lastly is the deal type. So is this a recurring fee that you get monthly? Is this a one-time payment, or is it both? And as I judge each of these different sections, I'm going to be color coding them based on what is good and what is bad, and then what is medium. So good being green, bad being red, and in the middle or average just being yellow. So let's start with dropshipping, which you guys have probably heard over a million times now at this point. The unitary gain on dropshipping can be anywhere from $20 to $300 on average of the products you're selling. And the startup cost for this business model is $1,000 to $2,000 up front due to how much you have to put into ads to just make a little bit of profits. And the profit margin on this being 10 to 40%. Margins are thin and you'd need to sell hundreds of products just to make a living. And then there's competition. You're fighting against thousands of people selling the exact same thing. Oh, and your whole business can fall apart if your supplier messes up. And what happened with the tariffs that this year and in 2025 was a great example of that. The demand of this business model varies just depending on the product you are trying to sell, so that's a medium. And then the fulfillment of dropshipping is actually pretty easy. You find a product online, you list it, and you let someone else handle the shipping. And lastly is the deal type, which is a one-off, okay? So you're only on average getting customers that pay you once and they leave and they probably never see you again. Overall, dropshipping can be great at the start if you can find a winning product early, but it's a slow, painful death as you start to spend more on ads and your margins shrink. Next up, let's talk about SMMA, or social media marketing. Now, this has exploded over the last few years, and take this from me as I started with this business model on my YouTube channel. This is normally where you pitch your services to a local business, help them with ads or content, and then they pay you a monthly retainer for the service. Starting with the unitary gain of this model, it's great. You're gonna make anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 on average of the clients you close. The startup cost of this being anywhere from $250 to $1,000 just to how many months on average it's going to take you to close clients while you upkeep your softwares and any ads that you're spending money on. Number three is your profit margins, which are great. You're sitting at anywhere from 60 to 75%, which is going to help you out a lot. But the real issue is the demand, okay, which is extremely low. As this whole space has totally exploded over the past few years, the amount of agencies that have popped up is ridiculous, and people are only competing on price now as they all have the same service. This means every agency is pretty much just undercutting the other's price. And if you don't deliver results immediately, clients churn fast. So this means the fulfillment I'll just put out as medium. And when it comes specifically to the fulfillment, you'll either have to learn ads yourself or hire a team, which is just going to cut into your profit margins. And lastly is the deal type, which is a recurring monthly retainer model that you're going to pitch. And this is, again, this model is now turned into a churn and burn business where you don't make money unless your clients are still paying you monthly and your clients constantly are looking for that next agency that can just charge $10 lower. So overall, can SMMA work? Yes, it can. But is it beginner friendly in 2025? No, not really. Next up is YouTube automation. This is a hands-off model where you will build faceless channels, hire voiceover artists, editors, and scriptwriters, and hope you can get your videos to go viral so you can collect ad revenue off these channels. The unitary gain on this is very, very small, where you're only getting paid on average $2 per 1,000 views you get, which means you need millions of views per month to even just make a living. The startup cost for this being $200 as just some platforms or just to hire some contractors to do some voiceover and edits, while profit margins sit high at just around 90%. And the demand of this is just super low. Guys, there are not many people wanting to start YouTube automation businesses right now, as people have totally seen it fizzle out over the past few years, as YouTube has paid less and less and less to their creators. And not to mention the fulfillment, which is extremely hard. To succeed with this model is very, very hard, because you are managing a full production team and your whole income depends on the YouTube algorithm, which can change overnight. Many channels depend on the trends it may have in their own industry, meaning it may not be sustainable long term. Next up, we've got day trading. Now this one can make you rich. Some traders turn $10,000 into $100,000 in just a year. For every one successful trader you see, there are thousands who lose it all in a month. The unitary gain is great on trading. You can make as low as $1, even up to hundreds of thousands of dollars per trade. But the startup cost is going to be thousands of dollars if you actually want to make some real money. And here's the truth not many people are going to tell you about day trading. On average, you won't even become profitable with trading until your first 2 to 3 years after starting. This means you're going to either lose money or not make a dime for your first 2 to 3 years after starting this business model. And you can even take one of the most successful and well-known traders, especially in the YouTube space, named Umar, who has hundreds of thousands of subscribers. He said it took him over 8 years to actually finally become profitable, meaning he didn't make $1 in those 8 years and he was negative every single year for those first 8. And even worse, it's not scalable. If you don't trade, you don't get paid. You are just simply not able to outsource yourself. And the profit margins being pretty low, 5 to 15%, and you're glued to the charts all day watching every single candle, living in constant stress. And if you mess up badly enough, you could just quite frankly lose everything. The demand on this just totally varies on how often the market moves. In the fulfillment, it's not really a thing, so I'm just going to put NA for that. And then the deal type being recurring, as every single trade is something you have to place in every single day. So unless you're obsessed with finance, trading is a stressful 9 to 5 that could wipe out your savings. Lastly, let's talk about starting an AI agency. This model is different and it's a new one. And why is this? Because businesses today are desperate more than ever before to integrate AI, but most of them just don't know where to start. And that's where you come in. An AI agency essentially combines all the different issues like adopting tools like ChatGPT, automation systems, AI content creation, ads, and AI callers into one service. Here's the breakdown. So the unitary gain for an AI agency is $5,000 to $10,000 upfront per client you close, and the startup cost only being $97. While profit margins stay high at 70 to 80% while you can outsource all the work, and the demand being high, like I said earlier, of how many businesses are looking to adopt AI. And the fulfillment being easy. As I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, you can outsource the entire thing and still keep your margins extremely high without you having to lift a finger. And here's where it gets good, is the deal type. It's one-off and recurring. So you charge $5,000 to $10,000 upfront day one before you even start your service, and then you get paid monthly to upkeep the services. In short, it's flexible, profitable, and positioned for the future. You don't have to sell cheap t-shirts or chase views, be glued to a chart, and begging for ad clients. You're building something that actually helps people while building a serious income for yourself in the process. Most of these models can work, but they're just not beginner friendly. They're like playing a video game on the hardest difficulty right out the gate. You spin your wheels, lose money, and get frustrated. Now, let's design the perfect beginner friendly business model using those same metrics. Number one is the unitary gain. So you need to make $1,500 to at least $10,000 per sale you make. So 1 to 7 clients gets you to $10,000 a month. Second is the startup capital, as close to $0 as possible, not risking your savings, and being able to afford to upkeep your business as you go every single month. Next is profit margins. So we want to stay at least at 60% all the way up to 97% so you keep the most out of what you earn. And then the demand needs to be sky high with businesses begging to use your service. And fulfillment being easy with someone else being able to do the heavy lifting, meaning you're not stuck in the trenches and feeling like you're in a 9 to 5. Deal type being monthly payments so your income can stack every single month and compound. There is one business model that checks every single box, and that is the AI agency model, where you sell high-ticket AI services to businesses. Businesses are desperate to use AI, cut costs, boost profits, and think chatbots, automation, or data analysts. They are willing to pay $1,500 all the way up to $10,000 a month for these services, not as a one-time fee, but as a recurring retainer. And the startup cost? Just a business email and a domain, which can be less than $50. And margins are insane, up to 97% if you outsource correctly. And the demand is sky high, because every business from your local gym to e-commerce brands know AI is the future. And fulfillment, you don't do it yourself. You use the AI fulfillment system, which I'm gonna explain in a minute. Think about it. Since 2023, businesses have been racing to adopt AI. Take Microsoft and Google, for example, pouring billions of dollars into it, and small businesses are scrambling to keep up. This is just a business owner who quite frankly doesn't have the skills, who's trying to pay someone like you to implement the services for them. And you help them leverage AI for a pretty penny. For them, $5,000 a month is nothing if it saves them $50,000 in costs or doubles their leads. Take Nick, for example, who signed a local realtor for $7,500 a month to automate their lead gen with AI. And as you can see, here is a screenshot of him here. Or Sash, for example, who went from having no experience to $5,000 a month helping gyms with AI to acquire customers. And again, here's the screenshot you can see from him here too. It's like investing in Bitcoin in 2008. The truth is, consumers watch AI news and maybe buy a few tools, but they never actually end up building anything. They wait for something to change, and it never does. But the ones who are winning in the space, they are the creators. They take action even if it's messy. They learn just enough to launch and figure it out along the way, and make $10,000 fast. So you're probably thinking, Carson, I don't know how to build these AI systems. And that is the beauty of this model. You don't have to. Welcome to the AI gold rush. The winners don't create the tech. The winners simply just connect the business owners to the people who know how to use it. Think about Microsoft. Does Microsoft build every AI tool, or do they just partner with the experts who know how to build it for them? Or Google, do they code every algorithm, or do they outsource the work to other people who know how to do it better? With AI contractor arbitrage, you're not managing a big team or outsourcing in traditional sense. Most of the work is completely automated. And when something does need a human touch, you plug and play a skilled AI expert who handles it for a fraction of what you charge. It's lean, scalable, and nearly hands-off. For example, John signed a $5,000 a month deal to implement AI infrastructures for a company. Then he hired a contractor from South America for $600 to build and maintain it, while he pockets $4,400 in the process with 88% margins for just connecting the two. No coding, no stress. And here's the screenshot from him actually doing it. You don't need inventory, tech skills, or thousands in startup cash. You just need to know how businesses and AI solutions can connect. And that's the gap this model fills. It gives regular people like us who can be creators the tools to build real incomes around AI without having to be a tech expert or risk everything. Consumers will keep scrolling, while creators lean in and build. So let me show you how with my 4-step plug-and-play system. I call this the 4 steps to a $10,000 per month AI agency in 90 days. This is where you can sign 3 to 4 clients a month at $2,000 to $5,000 each. That's $6,000 to $20,000 in recurring revenue every single month, compounding to $72,000 to $240,000 a year. So here's how it works. Step 1 is the setup. Choose a name for your AI agency. Don't overthink it. My agency is called 100K AI Agency, and it's not fancy, but it pulls in 7 figures a year. Buy a domain and set up a business email, and that's it. Your startup cost is under $50. You don't even need a website to start. I scaled to $10,000 a month with no website back in 2023 as a 17-year-old. Step 2 is pick your niche and service. So this is where you're gonna choose the industry and the businesses you wanna work with, and they need to be making over $10,000 per month to make sure they qualify. So think realtors, e-commerce, gyms, or law firms. These businesses can afford your fees and see AI as an investment. Then choose an AI service with clear ROIs, like AI chatbots for customer service, AI automations for lead gen, AI analytics for e-commerce, or my favorite, AI callers for appointment booking. And then pair that solution with Facebook and Instagram ads. Then pick a niche you understand. So if you've worked in retail and you know their pain points, target e-commerce companies. Or if you're in fitness, go for gyms. This makes it easier for you to speak their language and build trust within the sales process. So take a gym owner, for example, who you target. You can close 3 of these on $6,000 a month, all because you knew their struggles because you were one yourself. Step 3 is arbitrate. Here's where the real magic happens. There are AI contractors for $250 to $1,000 per month per client that you can hire, with perfect English, skilled professionals, and have years of experience. Compare that to a US college graduate today that costs over $3,000 a month that has no real skills. So here's the process. A client will pay you $5,000 and then you'll pay this AI contractor $600 to deliver the service. And you keep $4,400 and you never spend a dime out of your pocket. This is exactly how I closed $11,000 in deals in 7 days during my live challenge. My contractor in Brazil just handled the tech and I made the sales. And then finally is step 4, which is reach out. This is where 80% of your time goes. which is reaching out to businesses, and this can be the hardest step along the process, and that's actually getting these clients. Use cold email, LinkedIn DMs, or my favorite, which is video audits. I use a tool called Loom to record quick videos showing businesses how AI can solve their problems. I sent a Loom to a realtor showing how AI callers could handle their leads 24/7, and they signed for $5,000 upfront on the spot. And I'm gonna give you this exact AI outreach script for free to you if you watch until the end of this video. It's plug and play with live examples of me actually closing these deals, so pay attention. The main process is you need to outreach to businesses, hop on a call with them, present your offer, and charge what you're worth. Don't overthink your time. Think about the value you're delivering. If your AI service saves a business $100,000 a year, then $5,000 a month is an absolute steal. Now, you could take this info and try to figure it out all alone, but you'll likely waste months or years making mistakes, picking the wrong niche, or not knowing how to hire the right AI contractors to fulfill on the service. And that's why I created my AI Agency Mastermind, a program and community that takes you from $0 to $10,000 a month in record time. Here's what you get when you join today. A to Z training with 40 hours plus of step-by-step guides on how to set up your agency, pick your niche, hire AI contractors, and close high-ticket clients. Second is templates and systems. So you're gonna get the exact website templates, sales scripts, client onboarding systems, and AI ad frameworks to sign clients faster, and the ones that I'm actually using today. Third is the loaded GoHighLevel snapshot. So this is pre-made websites, funnels, and automations, so you can just plug them right into your business and use them instantly. Fourth is the private mastermind Discord, where you can network with other AI agency owners and get your questions answered and celebrate the wins. Next is 6 weekly group calls with live coaching from me and my business partner to keep you on track. Then you get 24/7 one-on-one text coaching with direct access to me for personalized advice, as we will personally jump on with you one-on-one and craft your unique AI service offer together. And then lastly, which is the fulfillment guides, so detailed instructions on how to deliver these AI services and what to give to your contractors to outsource it. So why does this matter? These tools and systems mean you can sign high-ticket clients in the next 90 days without any confusion. You feel in control, confident, and feel like you're finally building something real. And I want to make clear, this is not just a course. I'm right here with you along every step of the way inside the mastermind. You're not alone trying to figure things out in silence. You're a part of a real, active community of people building the same kind of business as you. Our private Discord is where the magic happens. It's where agency owners ask questions, get feedback, share wins, and lean on each other when things get tough. I'm in there too, breaking down sales calls, giving direct answers, and guiding you through the challenges in real time. And we've got a wins channel that goes crazy every week. New deals, new breakthroughs, and new confidence. And this is not just hype. That's the kind of support waiting for you inside the mastermind. You don't have to build this alone. So here's the truth. AI is the future, and 2025 might be the best time in history to start an AI agency. Businesses are setting aside serious budgets for AI services right now. And if you don't take action, someone else will land that 5 to 10K monthly retainer clients. If you join the AI Agency Mastermind today, there is a real path to hitting $5,000 to $10,000 a month within 90 days, working from anywhere with more freedom, clarity, and purpose than ever before. But if you don't move, you might find yourself in the exact same spot next year, wondering if you just missed your shot, just as many did with Bitcoin in 2008. At some point, everyone watching will face a choice: keep consuming content or start creating a different life for themselves. If this feels aligned with you, take a moment to fill out the application below in this video and book a call with our team. We take every application seriously. This is a tight-knit community of people building something real, and we're thoughtful of who we invite in. As demand grows, the bar to join will likely rise too. So click the button below to apply for my AI Agency Mastermind today. And this isn't about pressure, it's about clarity. We'll walk you through everything on the call so you know exactly what this will look like for yourself and whether it's the right move for you to join now. Thanks for watching. I'd love to see your application come through. And if you're ready to build, I'll see you inside. Bye-bye.